Hello, my name is Paulette B and welcome with Cooking with the Browns. So today we're doing a 7-Up cake. So who doesn't love 7-Up pound cake? So the ingredients that you will need is 3 sticks of butter, which today I'm doing 2 salted butter and 1 unsalted butter, 3 cups of sugar, 3 cups of flour, 5 eggs, can't really see it, but 3/4 cups of 7-Up. You want to do a tablespoon of lemon. I did lemon juice. I'm doing a teaspoon of vanilla and just a little hint, a half a teaspoon of lemon extract. So you can also use, when it comes to the lemon flavor, you can use lemon juice, lemon extract, or lemon zest. So it's just your choice. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with our 3 cups of butter. And make sure that your butter is already pre-softened. And you wanna beat your butter for 2 minutes. Then once your butter has mixed for 2 minutes, you want to gradually add your sugar, and the content for your butter and your sugar, you want to beat it 7 minutes. So our 2 minutes is almost up. It's looking pretty good. And also when you beat the sugar and the butter, you want to kind of speed it up just a little bit. So I've already pre-measured everything. You just pour it in a little bit at a time so you don't get sugar dust. You're just going to take it up a notch. So I'm gonna go ahead and let that beat for 7 minutes. I have a timer going. And so, while that's going, just really quick, I'm gonna show you. For your icing, you can do a glaze. So this is already pre-measured. This is a cup of confectionery sugar. So it's a cup and a half. And you can adjust it because this cake is very, very sweet. So today I'm following just, from scratch with 3 cups of sugar. But probably another day I would cut like a cup of the sugar and just do 2 cups of sugar and maybe maybe 1 cup of this sugar. But you need a cup and a half of confectionery sugar for your glaze. And I have some milk, just a little bit of milk, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla and lemon to the glaze. So it depends on if you want an icing. I did do a cake previously before, so the glaze is like really white, but the icing is super sweet. So what you can do is thin your glaze. You call it glaze or icing, but thin the glaze out by adding more milk. And some people add cream cheese into theirs. Okay, so next you want to take your 5 eggs. First you want to change the speed on your mixer. So you want to slow down your speed to add in your eggs. It consists of 5 eggs, and you want to put them in there one at a time. So it will probably be like a little bit less than a minute. So I have eggs already going, so this is the last one. You can kind of see like the color changing in the egg mixture. Now as that last egg mixes up, you want to add your flour. So this flour, this is 3 cups of flour. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna add the flour and also add the 7-Up kind of at the same time so it can emulsify together. And sometimes you have a paper towel just so the flour won't fly. Just do it like this so it won't be so messy. One wants flour dust on them. And so you continue with this until all the flour is in there. See that flour kicking up. So while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and also add my lemon juice. Because every time you add the moisture, it's softening up the flour. And this is the last of our flour, as you can see. Now I'm going to add the vanilla. And I'm going to add some lemon extract. Stop it for just a second. Just make sure all the flour is away from the perimeter of the bowl. And sometimes it falls on top. So now we have all our ingredients in. We're gonna take a bundt cake pan. And I've already sprayed it with my oil. It is non-stick. And I was gonna tell you the name of this, but I did get it at Dillard's in the baking section. But I also did see on Amazon as well. They are iron, they're really heavy, but it makes a beautiful cake and it cooks really easy. Okay, this should be finished. We're gonna release. Make sure when you start the process of mixing your cake that your oven is set on 325. So this cake's baked on 325 for an hour and 25 minutes. So I've already preheated my oven and it is ready to go at 325. And if you already have all your things ready to put in your cake, the prep time is usually about 20 minutes. So we're gonna enter it as such. And I'm just gonna kind of go all the way around the cake pan and distribute it evenly. It's nice and fluffy. Just have a little bit more mixture. You can see, just gonna make sure it's kind of even all around. Now it will settle once it's in the oven. And so you want to kind of shake your hand just a little bit, make sure there's no air bubbles in it. And we are ready to place in the oven. Assistant. Okay, so our beautiful cake is ready. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. Okay. So now we've taken the cake out the oven and we've let it cool for 15 minutes. You know, sometimes you can do it a little bit longer, but I want to put my glaze on there. So this is like a board. It's a white board, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it. It's a white board, and I just have it covered with the foil. And I'm just gonna take it as such. I'm gonna turn it over. And just wanna flip it. You know? Voila! is perfect. Probably should have let it cool just a little bit more. But if you want your 7-Up cake to just be plain, this is what it'll look like. It's a plain. So now what we're gonna do is, let's see, on this cake, little of it came off. We're gonna just kind of patch it up just a little bit. Here, goes right back in there. So this cake, it was pretty hot, so I said cool in maybe 15 minutes, but it might need to cool a little bit longer because I did set my timer for 15 minutes. Some recipes calls for maybe 20-25 minutes, so it just depends on what you're trying to do for as like how you want your icing. So this is my icing. Try to do it pretty thin. So what I'm gonna do is just start from the inner and just constantly go all the way around and just let it drizzle. Now on this particular one, I did make the glaze a little bit thinner, and I'll show you the other one that I did make, that the icing is thicker. So it's pretty hot right now, so it is melting really, really thin. Some people like a lot of glaze, or in between, or a lot of icing. Make sure, you know, I get the whole cake. And I'm gonna turn it around in just a minute so y'all can see it. So I'm gonna let it cool just a little bit more. And while it's cooling on this one, I'm gonna show you the one that I have that has more icing on it. Pretty heavy to get out the box. But if you look at that one, it has more icing on it. So it just depends on which one you want or what your taste is. Let's take it out the box here so you can get a better view. So you have the one that has a little bit more glaze on it. Then you have the one. Now this one is already, you can see, really, really close. It looks so good and it smells so good. Okay. And then we have this one. Just a nice little glaze. And the glaze is gonna harden on there. So if you like what you see and you see what you like, make sure you go and click subscribe. We're gonna have another YouTube channel to come out. So this is Paulette B with Cooking with the Browns. And I'll be back with your slice of cake. Until next time, Cooking with the Browns. Bon appetit.